Welcome back everyone to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill and I am so ecstatic to talk about the Goldeneye 007 Air Max 1 Big Head Mode silhouette because I ordered these back in April and I'm finally able to do this video on them now. So let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and styling segment. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome on in. Be sure to hit that subscribe down below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy these unboxing and reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the Goldeneye 007 Air Max 1 Big Head Mode sneaker. We'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I style this really a classy looking sneaker. Then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. Let's jump right into it. So before I start going through and talking about the overview of these, I do want to vent a little bit because this was a very frustrating drop for me. So as far as this release goes, this was specifically a dot swoosh release, which I honestly wish the Donkey Kong one was also a dot swoosh instead of the scratch off. But I was able to snag a pair of these. I got the confirmation email and then all of a sudden they randomly canceled it without really any reasoning. So I had to go back and forth with customer service and luckily they were able to honor my pair. I just had to wait a few months, of course, in order to receive it, but it honestly was well worth the wait as I unbox these for the first time. This is a well done sneaker. It is incredible, and as somebody who played the Goldeneye 007 game, which is a game that originally released for Nintendo 64, which I feel like this with Mario Kart, Super Mario were some staples, 1080, those were just games that you had to have. And Goldeneye 007 was definitely at the top of my collection, or at least in my top 5. So when I unboxed these and was going and reminiscing back to the game, I couldn't believe all of the specific details that they just match so perfectly. As far as when this sneaker actually first appeared, before the drop on Dot Swoosh, this actually originally released first via the Fortnite item shop, so pretty cool if you were able to get it there, but also congratulations to anybody who got it the way I did on the Dot Swoosh app. So let's go through the overview of these. Really just cool satin texture on the upper here. Honestly wasn't sure if it was satin until I really was kind of feeling it to the touch. I feel like for some reason on a lot of my other silhouettes that I have satin on, I'm not too head over heels over it, but on this one it just is done so nicely and honestly doesn't really look satin in person. It looks more like a leather kind of material, so you really do have to touch it to understand, okay, yeah, that is a satin tone. But it gives this nice kind of luxurious feel of tux suit, of course, James Bond. I mean, always head to toe looking sharp, so I can see why they decided to go with that material. Then we've got just a nice kind of ombre out color scheme here on the toe box. And as far as the laces go, I mean, you have to have gold laces on these. And this is actually a thicker lace, which I do like. Then we've also in the center here, we have gold for this eyelet. And then underneath you've got that really just beautiful gold tone and texture for the tongue. This is a beautiful, beautiful tongue. And then as far as the logo goes here, I mean, this is pretty crazy. This looks exactly like the game as far as the font goes for the Nike branding. And then on the back of the tongue, it says rated by Nike or dot swoosh. with an E on the back. So for everyone, as you know, when you play any of the games, you've got this that pops up on the screen. So really cool that they incorporated that subtle, but really just cool detailing. And then as far as the stitching goes on this tongue, look at how nicely embroidered that is. This is very rare. You don't really get this with a lot of the Air Max 1 silhouettes. So really cool to see that. And they also kind of re-engineered the tongue here. It's super thick and squishy, almost more similar to a tongue that you would get on like a Nike SB. So it provides a lot more comfort. And of course, since this is known as the Big Head Mode, that's kind of where they're adding in the big kind of squishy tongue to kind of resonate with that. And for those of you wondering what Big Head Mode is, that was kind of like a cheat mode that you could do on the game. So if you actually pressed a bunch of different buttons and inputted it into the controller, it would actually enlarge the character's head. So they're kind of paying homage to that. All right, so let's take a look at those details and then move along to the side paneling. All right, so wrapping around to the side paneling, we've got, again, more of that beautiful black satin texture underlays. We've got this really cool redesigned Nike swoosh. Again, just everything is so complimentary of that 90s game. And it's in this nice black leather with underlays of the white leather. And then on the back, just a really cool subtle detail here. So when you're playing the game, you've kind of got your lifelines here. And this kind of just, you need to know like how far you've got. I already knew when I was about to die and the screen was about to be bloodied all over, but you've got your health and armor bar, which kind of encapsulates the Nike Air, which also has been modified in the logo there as well with the different font, which is super cool. Then we've also got some more satin on the back here in this pearlescent white on top. And then again, just subtle, nice touches and finishes of that satin material going underneath this beautiful, nice, smooth gray suede. Then we've got a little embroidered Nike swoosh here in gold, and the interior is really cool too. So that's what you're looking through on the game there when you're shooting at different characters. So you've got that on the insole, but the Nike swoosh is actually on the inside of that too. Just so many cool details on this sneaker. I feel like I'm gonna miss something because there's so much to look at. But on the bottom of the midsole, you've got nice charcoal gray there with some gray that you can see in that bubble. And then you've got a nice simple black outsole. All right, let's take a look at those last and final details. All right, so as far as size of fit goes, I went true size with a 7.5, which is equivalent to a men's size 9, and these fit me perfectly. So if you do have wider feet, that could differentiate from my own, since I do have narrow, high arch feet. So do take that into consideration when you're trying to find the right size and fit. All right, so now let's talk about styling. Again, this is just a really classy looking sneaker, but also just knowing you're paying homage to such an iconic game from the 90s. This is definitely something I'm so excited to rock. And as far as color scheme goes, I feel like this is a great color blocking sneaker that you can really wear all year round. As far as the first look goes, I decided to dress it up a little bit since, you know, James Bond's in a suit, so why not wear a dress to match? So I wore a maxi black dress. So definitely anything all black is going to go quite nicely with this. I feel like anything monochromatic, just because these are simple color schemes, and even just wearing all gold would look nice as well.
It's another day to live another fairy tale. It's another night.
For the second look, decided to wear a black sweater tee with some wide width denim black pants.
To drink and then forget. Tomorrow won't wait around forever. Come on, regret will bear another stranger if you find we only have a day tonight. We only have a day tonight.
Pants. And then for the last and final look, switched it up a little bit with some different types of denim pants that were also wide width, but they had some nice kind of different details on it that had some white color schemes. And then for the top, I decided to wear just a nice kind of simple sheer tank top that was in a nice kind of ribbon material.
To live and never pray, to play and never die. It's in the book of stars, the dusky twilight in my eyes, shadows of our lives dance.
Now let's talk about how much these went for on the retail market. So these were $160 retail. There's currently a little bit of resale on them, between $160 to $250. Again, for those of you who are die-hard fans like myself and playing on the Nintendo 64, Goldeneye was just so iconic, and so I just love the fact that SWOOSH decided to kind of commemorate that game and bring it back to us long hardcore fans, something to wear on foot to represent. All right, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. Be sure to hit that subscribe on your way out and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already.